from Hawaii. Not the one running for president or the one with the Olympic gold medal. I'm the other one. The one who has to work for a living. Poem. Year of the Snake. For the emos out here. Conspiracy lady. Neglected affection, a live grenade on its deathbed. I'm one of a kind, the first ever snake to be breastfed. I'm a sack of cold blood enclosed by scaled fences. This forked tongue ring is precious. At least that's what my ex says. I'm a born-again death wish. See, breathing's just a pastime. This heart only beats to keep the peaks in my flat line. In fact, I'm but a product of Starbucks, hard luck, and lost trust. I'm her euthanized pet peeve, the dry joke in her wet dream. The deaf, dumb, and blind date is that my name will check, please. No longer her knight in shining armor with rust around the collar. She dust around the shelves while I fucked around for hours. So now alone I sit and celebrate the abandoned anniversary of the day that fate single-handedly handed her to me. But that was then, and this is now. That was Zen, and this is Tao. Switching positions from lotus to fetal. I'm her pessimistic journeyman, hopeless and futile. Forbidden to eat my heart out at my own pace, I was force-fed. She stole the L from love and stapled it to my forehead. And replaced the missing letter with a shh, and she pushed me. Over the edge, head over heel, my wounds with just one touch. Or I'll be the informant for this over-the-counter drug bust. There's no love lost as long as you know that I don't love lust. She masturbates with masking tape to make sure her selfish love stuck. Like an alligator tamer with a crocodile smile, she approaches with no inhibitions, only to ask how many tolls were on the road to perdition. With foot in mouth and shrugged shoulders, I told her to listen to the silence of the lambs committing violence with my hands in sign language. I wished her a happy belated menstrual cycle and I spoke slight-handed. Her schizophrenia then invited me to a menage-a-trois mindfuck. See, they're mood swingers with looped fingers, but it's not my cup of tea and A. She asked me to stay the night so I can pay the part of foul play in the latest play she's plagiarized. When I declined, she replied with a subtle sound of quiet and sank her teeth into the silence like setting suns do horizons and bit off more than she could spew, her mouth too full to speak the truth. I reaped the fruits of her labor pains, for she denounced what grew inside her. With any luck, it may grow up to be a fine abortion survivor. I'm forced to inquire, the bags beneath your eyes, paper or plastic? She sees the world through beer goggles and prescription shot glasses, and holds a grudge double-fisted because I took her virginity for granted. Oh, don't be fooled by the jewels on her butterfly wings, because once she senses your intentions, this butterfly stings. And I often play possum lying off in some coffin, while she burns bridges to ensure no return visit with a mouthful of cotton. Yeah, I placed it there in secret to soak up the Molotov toxins, which are especially potent when she talks sin. 7 deadly, ever ready for he who walks into her widow's nest, where stalactites drip wet as they hang from the ceiling. It kind of reminds me of her smile and her fangs while they're bleeding. She had the most beautiful eyes, though now they're used to view the other guy she's seeing. We once saw eye to eye like we were children of the cornea. So on the whites around her pupils, I inscribed this final poem for her. And it read, I'll lock you in an empty fish tank and watch you cry yourself submerged, and watch the currents stir up memories that bend beneath the surge. The tidal pools your eyes produce, drawn by the moons I've cried for you. I rode your tidal wave goodbye, which capsized my canoe. Now this relationship wreck sits stretched across the ocean floor. The 7 sins and 7 seas already breached its broken core. So as the twilight fights for a safe place to hide the sunlight, I'm the sea snake that bleeds hate. I wear my epidermis skin tight, inching toward shore, beckoned by your dim light. But after midnight, it's lights out in your lighthouse. Cause if your light should touch the sky, it just might paint the night with whiteout. It's your turn to cry now. Lie down until the echoes die down. You met death by suffocation in my romantic stranglehold. I wonder if the tooth fairy will accept your mantis mandibles. Our past had passed away, but I'm sure you'd be glad to know that I'm still your cold-hearted snake bite with a mouthful of steak knives. The sad part about this grapevine is you can't crush its berries to make wine. So please bear in mind, the next time I hear you whine, I'll bury you alive and let love crush you until you die. Crush, bury, make, wine. Wine, bury, crush, die.